LaJay Divas. Now this wig review is going to be a little different. It's going to be a combination of a wig review as well as a tutorial. Okay? Because I know some of you probably wonder if you have an old wig or a wig you've had for a while and maybe it's starting to look a little dull, a little lackluster, and you're like, should I throw it away or can I revive it? And I'm going to share with you some of the products that I use to revive some of my wigs once they start to look a little old or they start to look a little dull. Things that I do. Now, this is not a promotion. Nobody's paying me to do this, but I thought I'd help you try to revive, maybe some wig that you might have really liked at one point, but now it doesn't have that luster that it had once you bought it. And what can you do to revive it, if anything? And so I have a wig that I really do like. This wig that I'm wearing now, this is my favorite, and this is pretty much my daily wig. This is kind of what I look like most of the time, every day. And I have another version of this wig as well, and that I've worn in the past, just on occasions when I want a pop of color. And this is it here. And as you can see, it looks a little ratty because I've had it for a while. I've had it probably a good three years, maybe, could be longer than that. And it has kind of lost some of its luster. As you can see, the curl pattern is a little worn, but that's okay. I don't mind the curls relaxing. It's just that it is not as lustery as it was when I first bought it. Okay. And also I have a newer one here that I purchased, which is this one here. It's an Outre wig pop. The wig is called Laverne, and the color is a DR 2730. Can you see that? My light went out, so it may be a little dark, but I'll put it down in the description if you're interested and if you like the look of it. But I'm going to show you what I do to revive this one if I can, and I'll do a short wig review on the new one. Okay, so like I say, that's my everyday color, which is a 1B. But sometimes, like I said, I like a pop of color, and I will sometimes wear this one. Okay, which is the 27 DR. What is it called? It's a DR 2730. That's what this one is. Okay, and first thing first, get you a nice wig brush and brush your wig out. That's the start. You want to brush your wig out, see what you're working with, and see how well it comes together once you brush it. Once you brush the curls out nice and just be gentle. And once you got that together, I'm going to share with you, like I said, some of the products that I use. Okay, I'm brushing the bang out. And as you can see, this is a really pretty color. I love this color here. And I love it on me, but it's just not something I wear every day because it is kind of bright once you get into a lot of light. Let me see if I can cut some light on. Yeah. See, when you get into a lot of light, you'll see it. It's really bright, but it really is a pretty color. So one of the products I use it's by African. Let me see. Can I read this? It's by African Essence. I think that's what that is. Okay. And make sure y'all, so I don't want to mess this up. Yeah, African Essence. And this is it here. And it's called a wig control spray. So this is one of my favorites. I've used it for years. I use this as well as this as well. I love this. My light keeps cutting off, so I apologize for that. But anyway, I love this here. This braid spray. It's called a braid refresher. And it's Jamaican mango and lime. Braids your way. Can you see that? And like I say, I'll put these products down in the description if you're interested, just to share and kind of help you. So what I do is I take probably a little bit of this, probably about, show you in a bottle, probably about that much of this. And well, I'll tell you what, let me show you the bottle I use. This is the bottle that I use. I bought one of these at probably, look like I bought it at Walmart. But I take this and I combine the two sprays. So I put about this much of the oil because that Jamaican braid spray refresher is actually an oil, but it has such a good smell. So I use about this much of that oil, and the rest all the way to the top I use of the wig control spray. So I use about, so what is that? Probably a fourth of the bottle is the oil, and the rest of it is this. And I mix it together, okay? I put it in a small spray bottle, I see. And when you shake it up, of course, it turns a little white. Okay. But of course, if you let it sit, oil and water does not mix, so it separates. But you know, before you do it, just shake it a little bit. It comes together. And then what you do is you just spray like I'm doing now. You spray your wig really good. Where you don't have to saturate it. You just want it to be a little damp, you know? So that way your curls kind of come together. Whatever, if you have curls, you want them to kind of come back together a little bit and create whatever pattern that was in them to make that pattern come back together a little bit. Okay. And that's what I do. I will spray and spray. And then I go back with my brush just a little bit, kind of bring that together to saturate the ends of the hair. Okay. And you see how it's kind of snapping back and it's giving it a little bit of luster that was lacking, right? So, sorry, y'all. Probably need batteries. So, anyway, so you see how well it looks, right? It looks a lot better. Even now, it looks better. The light is a little dim, but you can still see it. And I'm going to show you one more product that's a game changer, okay? So once you get that together, and of course it's coming together because it's a little bit damp, but that's okay. That's okay, okay? But you want to add just a little bit of shine once it dries. You want that shine to kind of come out, and you don't want it to look frizzy. You want to take some of the frizz off, like at the ends. You can trim it, you know, with your scissors, which is one thing I do. If I had some scissors over here. I do. And sorry about that. You can trim, you know, if you have some frizzy ends, then definitely just trim it off. You know, just take it off. Take that part off. See, I got some little frizzy ends. Just trim that off. Or even if it's a short do, you just trim it off a little bit, you know, just to get that luster back. Trim it off. Just cut it. You know, it doesn't hurt anything just to cut it. You don't want it to look raggedy. So you just cut that off. Okay. And you do it one more time. Just kind of look at your ends. If you see some scraggly ends, just clip it a little bit. That's all. Do it again on this side. You know, if you have, like I say, just kind of clip just a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then what you do is this is called a wax stick. Okay, they call it a wax stick. I'm going to show you what it looks like. See what it looks like? It's called a wax stick. And they come in different. This one's like a little tin can. And it's a little push up at the bottom. As you know, as you use it, you push it up because it starts to wear down, like deodorant, basically. But it's called a wax stick. And so what you can do is take this wax stick and kind of run it over the bottom where it looks a little bit, not heavy-handed, just kind of lightly. Run it over where it looks frizzy. You want to run that wax stick over the hair where it looks a little frizzy. Okay. And as you can see, if you do it, you'll see it. The hair kind of comes together a little bit more and it doesn't look as frizzy now. See how it kind of comes together and goes back to its natural state? And kind of on this side is pretty good. The other side was kind of bad. But you just run it over there, just like I'm doing. Run it over the ends of your hair. And it gets rid of that frizz and makes the hair come back. And let's say, for instance, at the top it's a little frizzy. You know, sometimes you have those stray hairs that kind of go everywhere. All you do is take your stick and just go down over the top, nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. You go over your bangs so it'll stay down or stay flat. Wherever you want your hair to lay flat, you put it on there and you just go over it. And what you'll find is, look, see how well it looks now? You see how it done snap back and it looks so much better than it did before, and how the curls now are coming together more and they're not looking so frizzy. Do you see that? What you think? I can do too bad of a job, right? So once you do that and you get that done, and after you've done all of that and it's going to dry, and if you at that point determine it's still looking frizzy, it still has some frayed edges or what have you, then I probably would get rid of it. But if you tried all of the steps that I've just shown you, the various products, a combination of the braid refresher, the Jamaican mango and lime braids your way braid refresher, and you mix that wig control together into a bottle like I did. Shake it and spray it. Spray it on your hair. Like I say, this has such a the smell is so good. And once you do that, go over your ends with this little wax stick to kind of bring your curls back together and get rid of that frizz. And if that doesn't work, then pretty much I'd say, your wig may not be salvageable. But if you can do those things and it starts to come together and looks healthy, like you see this one is looking now, then yes, I would keep it. It's a keeper. Because like I say, I've had this wig for probably 3 years or more. And as you can see, it's still looking good, but I just decided I was going to try a new one just to see and show you all the comparison as to what you can do to your wig to maintain it and keep it for a long time versus always having to just keep trashing and buying new wigs. And in the meantime, I'm going to give you a wig review on this new one that I've purchased, so you can see what the original looks like. The original, of course, has more curls in it, and I've already showed you the stock card. And as you can see, let me cut this light back on, ladies, I'm sorry. As you can see, the color definitely looks brighter because it is brand new. The color looks brighter, but it is definitely the same wig, and the color is still pretty regardless. Whether you've darkened it a little bit with products or whether it's fresh out the bag, it's still a beautiful, beautiful color. And I'm going to try this on so you all can see what it looks like. I've already shown you. It is called Outre Wig Pop, Outre Wig Pop Wig, and it is Laverne, and it is in a color DR 2730. Okay, I'm going to take this one off. This is my old one, like I said. And I'm going to put my new one on, okay? So you all can see the difference. And you tell me, well, hey, look, this one is gorgeous too. It always, this is beautiful. Okay, so you tell me, oh, this is so pretty. This is adorable. And of course, you know why I think it's adorable is because it's not as flat and it has more fullness to it because it's new and the hair is light. But remember, that hair is going to kind of poof out a little bit more. It looks rather flat because it is wet. But other than that, it still looks good, and I can still get away with wearing it, So anyway, but I'm going to turn around so you can see how it's made in the back and how it's constructed. And you all tell me what you think, okay? All right, sorry, I'm a little close to the camera. Okay, so you all let me know what you think. Please email me, LaJayDesign2020@gmail.com if you want any of the previous wigs. And like I said, I would love to hear from you. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye.